Welcome back everyone to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and today we're going to be talking about, once again, the best show on television, Smackdown. Once again, we had another very enjoyable show, and I'm telling you, this show is better than Raw and NXT. I'm telling you. I'd rather watch Smackdown every week than Monday Night Raw and NXT. So, the show began with the boss, Sasha Banks. She came to the ring for her contract signing. And Carmella wasn't out in the ring. Sasha opened the thing that has the contract inside it, and it wasn't there. And then Carmella had it in her hand, and she passed the contract to her new friend, the champagne guy, as I'm going to be calling him, because that's what she called him. So I'm just going to call him the champagne guy, because he bottled up some champagne for her at ringside. But anyway, Sasha beat the crap out of that guy, slapped him in the face, and gave him a backstabber as a taste of what's to come. Then we had Dolph Ziggler facing off against Montez Ford of the Street Profits, and Dolph Ziggler would get the victory. It is what it is. If you guys can, it is what it is. If you can accept Io Shirai getting pinned at TakeOver War Games, then surely Montez Ford taking the pin against Dolph Ziggler should be no issues for any normal human being, in my personal opinion. So that sets up a tag team match next week for the tag team titles. That sets up a match next week between them next week. Then we had Sami Zayn taking on Big E. This was a non-title match. Sami Zayn won by countout. He got Big E counted out, and seems like we're getting a Big E Sami Zayn feud, and I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I think this kind of feud is going to be really fun. Sami Zayn is a great heel. It's not even stale. It's not even stale. It's not even boring. Sami Zayn is amazing. He is a great heel. I don't know how anybody could be tired of this man as a heel. He is incredibly funny. He's incredibly talented. I just feel like people, if you guys can accept your favorites taking underhanded tactics and shortcuts to retain their titles, then I don't know why people have such an issue with Sami Zayn doing it. I mean, seriously. I mean, there's so many examples that I could give. I remember when Alexa Bliss won by countout at Great Balls of Fire. Did anyone call her a coward? No. People saying, oh, she's a heel. That's what she's got to do. Well, Sami Zayn, he did the same thing. He took a shortcut. He did the one thing that all heels do. Every single heel does it. You can't enjoy it for one specific person, but then completely hate it when someone else does it. It just doesn't work that way, okay? It does not work that way. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter who you are. All heels cheat. Even Sasha cheated. Even Sasha cheated during her time as a heel. Even Bayley cheated during her time as a heel. Every single heel cheats. That is the point of a heel. That's the point of a heel. Moving on. And we had Kevin Owens. He came to the ring. He had tables, ladders, and chairs, oh my, in the ring with him. And then he cuts a great promo, and then gets attacked from behind by Jey Uso, but Kevin Owens eventually battles back, smashes Jey with the chair, and powerbombs Jey through the table. Roman Reigns comes out, but Roman Reigns walks backstage. Kevin Owens hobbles backstage, looking for a fight with Roman Reigns. Wait a minute. I'm on like WWE's, I'm on WWE's official page. The WWE official WWE.com page called Kevin Owens the Blue Collar Brawler. You know whose nickname that belongs to. Otis. They called Kevin Owens the Blue Collar Brawler on WWE.com. I'm pretty sure they'll fix it. But that's funny. I didn't know Kevin Owens was the blue collar working man. I didn't know he was working for the Alpha Academy. Come on, WWE, get your act together. The Riot Squad faced off against Billie Kay. We saw this on Talking Smack. And Billie Kay teased a partner of her choice. And a lot of people were speculating that it could be Chelsea Green. It could be a debuting star like Vanessa Bourne. It could have been Tamina. But no, it turned out to be one of the most lamest and most underwhelming choices you could have ever thought of. Natalya. It ended up being Natalya. The woman that tapped out Bayley last week. The woman that tapped out Bayley last week. So I guess Billie Kay was so impressed with Natalya tapping out Bayley. She thought Natalya would be a good tag team partner. Please get the Iconics back together. I absolutely hate how the Iconics have been treated since they disbanded. I hate that Peyton is with Lacey Evans. I hate that Billie Kay is doing this ridiculous gimmick that clearly isn't going to get over. No one's going to get invested into this resume character that Billie Kay is portraying. Sure, she's entertaining. Sure, she's funny. But this character isn't going to get over if she constantly loses. People like to make a joke. People like to joke about Charlotte Flair winning every single match. LOL, Charlotte wins. I see that tweet all the damn time every time Charlotte would win a match. Well, I guess I should start my own hashtag of my own that's called LOL Billie Kay loses. Because that's basically Billie Kay's gimmick is basically being a loser. That should really be her gimmick. Give her a big giant L, put a big giant L on her head, and just call her a loser. I'm so disappointed how WWE has treated the Iconics since splitting them up. Get them back together! Then we had Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro face off against the blue-collar working man, Kevin Owens. Oh, sorry, WWE.com got me confused. Otis. It got me confused because they called Kevin Owens the blue-collar working brawler. Blue-collar brawler. The blue-collar working man, Otis, and Chad Gable. The Alpha Academy. And do you think this new team was going to win in their first match together? Absolutely not. That's not WWE logic. That WWE's logic is having the new team lose. And sure, some people may say, well, it really doesn't make sense for Otis and Chad Gable to beat Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. It didn't make sense for Carmella to beat Charlotte. Did it make sense that Carmella beat Asuka? No way. No. WWE doesn't use logic when it says, oh, WWE doesn't use logic when it comes to their styles. They think any wrestler can beat anyone. Freaking Leon Ruff beat Johnny Gargano. Anybody can beat anybody. It doesn't matter who the hell you are. Freaking Lacey Evans, one of the worst wrestlers on the face of this planet, beat Sasha Banks. It doesn't matter who you are. Anybody can beat anybody. But yes, I will agree, it shouldn't really make sense that Nakamura and Cesaro lose to Otis and Chad Gable. Yes, if you're gonna use that kind of logic, then yes, it doesn't make sense. But they're the new team here. But then again, your only tag teams are Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, and Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro and the Street Profits. So I guess, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Also, they announced Bayley versus Bianca Belair next week on Smackdown. Now, Bayley is on a 9-match losing streak, and to all the people that keep saying Bayley deserves better, I'm just gonna say this right now. I guarantee you, if Bayley beats Bianca Belair, because we all know this fan base, we know how this fan base reacts. If Bayley beats Bianca Belair, all the people that said that Bayley deserves better, that will go away, and that'll end up being turned into Bianca Belair gets buried. That'll end up becoming Belair got buried. That's what that will be turning into. That's what it will turn into when Bayley beats Bianca Belair next week. What do you mean? What do you mean Bayley is going to beat Bianca Belair next week? Bianca Belair is clearly going to win next week. Bayley kind of teased that she still had her issues with Sasha Banks. She called her overpaid, overrated in her promo when Bianca Belair approached her from behind. Now, you could say that's just Bayley being bitter that she's not the champion anymore. I think that means something, but who knows? Who knows? I could very well be wrong, and that could just mean nothing. Now, do I want Bianca Belair to beat Bayley? Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like she should beat Bayley. It'd be a big win for her. But you gotta remember one specific thing. Bayley is on a 9-match losing streak. She's been losing ever since she lost the SmackDown Women's Championship. So I'm just saying, don't be shocked. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if Bayley does beat Bianca Belair. And at the end of the day, me personally, I don't really care who ends up winning. Bianca's really good. Bayley's really good. To me, at the end of the day, I don't seem to really care who ends up winning this match. This match is going to be good anyway. So I'm personally not bothered who ends up winning. But I know what will happen if Bayley does win. But I do hope Belair wins. Then we had Sasha Banks defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Carmella on SmackDown. Yes, WWE decided to give everybody a heart attack here on SmackDown by having Sasha Banks defend her title against Carmella. Now, this whole thing, I want to mention this real quick. This is a bit off scene here. When I heard that Sasha's cousin, the Snoop Dogg, was appearing on AEW. I don't know when he is, but I know he is because someone told me he is. When I heard he is appearing on AEW, I was thinking to myself, oh my god. Oh my god, here we go. Fans are going to think WWE is going to punish Sasha Banks. They're going to take the championship from her. They're going to punish her because her cousin is in the enemy camp. If you're in the enemy camp, Vince McMahon's gonna be petty. He's gonna pull out the petty card on you. He'll pull the petty card out and he'll punish you because you're in the enemy camp. Yeah. Same thing about Rusev, right? Yeah, it was the same thing for Rusev. We'll pull out the petty card for Lana. We'll have Nia Jax, smash Lana through tables to make everybody believe that Lana is being punished because Rusev is in AEW. And it never was. Lana being smashed through those tables never was about Rusev being in AEW. Because if you are a delusional fan, that will be the first thing that comes to your mind. If you're a delusional fan, that's the first thing that comes into your head. No one looks at the bigger picture. No one looks at the bigger picture. No one looked at it as WWE trying to create sympathy for Lana. Nobody looked at it as that. Nobody looked at it as that. Everyone just looked at it as that, oh, Lana's being punished because her husband is in the enemy camp. WWE is petty. Vince McMahon's petty. Same thing's going to happen here with Sasha Banks when she starts losing matches. Everyone's going to believe that she's losing because Snoop is on AEW. He's going to be on AEW. Everyone's going to believe that now. Every time Sasha loses a match, that's going to be the thing that everyone's going to say. It's because of Snoop. It's all Snoop's fault. It's going to be all on Snoopy, because he went to the enemy camp. Sasha lost by disqualification. She's still the champion. She lost, but she's still the champion. I guess that's Snoop Dogg's fault, right? I guess Sasha Banks getting herself disqualified was all Snoop's fault, right? But she's still the champion. The champagne guy, when the champagne guy got involved, I almost freaked out. When I saw the champagne guy get involved, I immediately freaked out. I was thinking to myself, I swear to God, if they have Sasha lose because of this freaking douche on the outside, I'm not going to be happy. But, thank goodness, that didn't happen. Sasha got herself disqualified. She got angry. She let her temper get the better of her. And then Carmella had a bunch of champagne outside because she was going to use it as a celebration for her championship victory. And that's the thing. And that's the thing. That's what Carmella said. Carmella told the champagne dude, whatever his name is, she told him to make her a bunch of champagne so that way when she wins the championship, she'll drink all that champagne in Sasha Banks' tears. That's what she said. She ended up winning by disqualification. What did she do? She drinks the champagne and she smashes it across Sasha's back, and then she starts drinking it. You won the match, but you didn't win the title, but yet you drink the champagne anyway. That is so funny. It's so funny when wrestlers say they're gonna do something, they do it anyway. You said you were gonna drink the champagne if you won the title. You didn't win the title, so you should have just thrown all that champagne away. But no, you decided to smash it across Sasha's back. You couldn't win the title, so I'm just gonna smash the glasses across her back. Now I'm gonna admit things here. I'm a man, and I like being honest. Carmella, she looked a lot better in the ring. She looked a lot better in that ring. Not by looks, by ring skill. She definitely looked a lot better in the ring. She definitely looks like she's gotten better. I mean, Jesus Christ. If you've been off TV since March, you'd think you would actually get better. Spending all that training, months and months and months off television, surely you would improve. Surely you would get better. Right? Surely you would get better. If you've been off television for months. I think that's what WWE should do with Lacey Evans. They should take Lacey Evans off for about 5-6 months, and then when she comes back, she'll be a whole new person. Carmella still, isn't exactly, everyone's cup of tea, but she has definitely improved in the ring. She definitely has looked better. They did do a nasty spot when she did the Malabuster on the apron. That looked pretty brutal, I'll give her that. She still has the Code of Silence, which is good. I do like the Code of Silence. That's a really good finishing move. But personally, I wish that was her finishing move. I hate that she uses a super kick as her finisher. Swap the super kick for the Code of Silence. We've got enough super kickers already with bloody Dolph Ziggler doing it and so many other wrestlers. We've got enough super kickers already. But as I said, Sasha lost by disqualification. Carmella smashes campaign across her back. and Carmella stands tall. So I guess we're going to have ourselves a champagne match at TLC. The winner, whoever smashes the most champagne across someone's face first, wins the match. All jokes aside, it's probably just going to be like a no disqualification match or something. But either way, that is your SmackDown review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. Be sure to subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.